Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. It is Truck Series Race Day, so why would it be a good or bad idea to go right into Truck Series stuff? We're talking about the 2020 Truck Series Diecasts. Now, in 2020, there were, I believe, and don't quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure, but I believe, just going through my notes, I believe there were seven raced version trucks that were offered. And I will go through those here in just a moment. And I have 8, because I do have a custom. And I'm going to go through all the custom Truck Series diecast, all the raced version diecast from the 2020 season for the Truck Series, and shout out my favorite ones. So we're going to start at Daytona, where we had our first set of raced versions. Actually, there was a pair of them. The first of which was the... Oops, I got to set this down a little lower. This is the Ty Majeski Daytona win. You can see it's got champion. They've got the autograph on there. Number 98, we've got champion there. We go around to the right side. This was a Thor Sport anniversary edition they were doing. So you see there, we do got a nice big door mark there. Wonder what that's from. Marks on the tires. We got the champion, but the regular scheme was yellow and black. The anniversary scheme was silver and yellow, and there was other anniversary schemes as well, run by the 99 and the 13 and all the Thor Sport trucks. So anyway, yeah, that is the Daytona win. Now, I told you there was a mark on there. I wonder where that mark came from. Well, look no further than where's the mark on this one? Right here. This is Jordan Anderson's runner-up finish diecast from the 2020 Truck Series debut at Daytona. So this one, you see Gander RV and Outdoor, but yeah, anyway, this is his first race version. You can see a couple of donut marks there on the side as well. He was coming down to the line. 98 squeezed him, kind of rubbed some doors with him, and oh man, he was close. It would have been really cool to see Jordan Anderson win that race. But a couple runner-up finishes in a row at Daytona. He would finish second the very next year and also have that one made. But overall, very, very cool. So yeah, we've got the 2 race versions from Daytona to kick this all off. Now, we're going to move on to our number 3. Now, I don't remember if there was any Kyle Busch ones made. I'd have to double check, but I don't think there were. So we're going to move on to number 3 on the year. This one actually goes all the way down. Oh, I got to scooch over here. All the way down to Charlotte. So all the way down to Charlotte we go. This one was won by my current favorite driver, Chase Elliott. So this was when the Hooters bounty program, I should say Hooters, it was a bounty program. I think it was set up by Kevin Harvick. It was like a bunch of money to win and beat Kyle Busch in the Truck Series to get some Cup guys to come down and race against him. And Chase Elliott accepted. He came and ran, I think, 3 or 4 races. I want to say 4. Maybe 3, I can't remember. But he ran Atlanta at first, then or Charlotte first, then Atlanta and a couple others, but raced for GMS in the 24 truck in this iRacing one. So we got a pretty cool truck, not a lot of detail to it. It was a pretty basic one, ran on like a Wednesday night or something. No crowd because it was during the COVID era, so not much else to see, no confetti. It was kind of a boring time for race wins. All right, next one. Next one, I believe, is going to be a Daytona road course win. And this will be not a first career win, but it was one of the early career wins for Sheldon Creed. 2020 was a weird season because the road course at Daytona, every winner at that race also turned around and won the championship. Cindric, Elliott, and Creed all won that race. This one, I was so disappointed as a Moffitt fan because he was so close to winning this race. Had a great truck, and the cat just knocked all those down. Lovely. You frustrate me sometimes, kitty boy. What are you doing? Come on, let's get you out of here. Come on. Let's set you down. Here we go. All right, so anyway, I was talking about the Daytona road course. So he won at the Daytona road course, like I said, beat Brett Moffitt. I was obviously really rooting for Moffitt there. He had a tough 2020. They were in a lot of races, just kept finding ways to lose them on pit strategy, on making bad adjustments at the end of the race. And eventually that would actually cost him a championship, and then everyone was mad about how he talked about his crew chief after that race when it was bubbling up from literally an entire season of this type of stuff. So anyway, but yeah, still a good-looking truck for the Sheldon Creed one. This was his first truck they offered. Now we're going to move on to the next one. This is the Michigan win, another first career win, and this one happens to be for current Cup Series driver Zane Smith. So this is the number 21 Bay Mountain Air Michigan win, also has the autograph on it, but you can see it's got that bright yellow number with the blue mountains. There we go, rookie stripes there. You can see Terribles there on the back. We got our Chevy Silverado there on the nose. Pretty good race win. Got some good detail to it. But again, no, I don't believe there were any fans at that race. So, unfortunately, there was a lot of DNPs due to a lack of fans being there to support it live. So it wasn't not the worst problem, but yeah, it could be better. Anyway, that was our 5th one. Let's look at our last 3. Next one on this list. Going to go and be the 2020 Bristol win for Sam Mayer. Another first career win and his only career win in the trucks. Number 24, all-weather armor, and then it's got armor guard there. He's run nothing but Xfinity since getting out. I think he really should have run a whole season in trucks. He definitely struggled getting straight into the Xfinity car. They tried to kind of update or elevate him with Ty Gibbs. It just didn't work. So the 24 truck did get back to victory lane with Sam Mayer at Bristol. He beat Brett Moffitt again in this race. So, again, wow, frustrating how that continuously happened. But yeah, this was the race at Bristol. Beat Brett. Man, Brett had it was a tough 2020, man. 2020 was a year to forget for Brett Moffitt. But yeah, overall, decent race win. Not a lot of stuff on it. Kept it really clean most of the day. So not a ton of race detail to it though. All right, our next one is going to be a custom one. Now, this is my custom that I have made for the Brett Moffitt Kansas win. It was the Concrete Supply truck. He actually just ran that at Kansas again. Different paint scheme, obviously, but this is the number 23 truck that ran at Kansas. He won this race. It was his only win of 2020. Locked himself into the championship 4. I got it signed at Indianapolis shortly after I got it made. And yeah, so it was overall, it was pretty nice to get this one done. Really glad I was able to get that taken care of because it looks really good. I really was happy with the way that turned out. That's probably my favorite. And the last one from 2020 is going to be this one here. This is Sheldon Creed's Phoenix win. Like I said, this one, this race, I literally don't know if I can keep this car. I was so mad at Dawson Cram after this race. Had he just held his freaking line, Brett Moffitt would be a 2-time truck champion, and I don't think he would have this much struggle getting in different rides as a 2-time truck champion versus, a 1-time champion. So, yeah, this one just drives me nuts. I mean, if Dawson Cram holds his line, we don't have a Sheldon Creed championship, which, again, nothing against Sheldon Creed at all. It's not a Sheldon Creed issue. It's a, obviously, as a Brett Moffitt fan, I was just very, very frustrated because, yeah, he had the race all but won after a really rough and tough season, still was able to get all the way through and basically win a championship if Dawson Cram doesn't, do that. So anyway, let's go through it. Obviously, I mentioned I think my favorite is obviously my custom because I consider that a race I saw in person. Technically, I couldn't be there because they blocked the stands off. I literally was on the interstate just outside the track as he was doing burnouts. So if that tells you how close I was. But it was very cool to just kind of root for him as he won that race at Kansas. So that one's on there. Obviously, the Chase Elliott one's going to be on there because I'm a big Chase Elliott fan. And then really my favorite truck outside of those two for the other driver reasons, the actual truck I think looks the best and I really like was this one here. This is the Grant Enfinger one. I can't even do a top 10 because it's, there's not enough trucks, but I think this is the best 2020 Truck Series raced version. Obviously, like I said, the Phoenix one has some playoff markings and stuff, which is cool, but I just really like this truck. It was the only Ford that was made at the time. We've got the donut here. The 98 has a little bit of a wall scrape, kind of some marks on the tires, but the paint scheme looked good. I thought the paint scheme was pretty cool, and then on top of that, you add in some race detail. That was my personal favorite. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. What was your favorite race win from the 2020 season? And if you do really like this one, there are ways that you can get one of these made yourself. You just got to shoot me a message, and I get that all taken care of for you. But anyway, guys, that'll pretty much wrap up this video. Let me know your thoughts on the 2020 Truck Series raced versions that were out there. And stay tuned for some more kind of full season reviews. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. This has been Race Craze. We'll see you in the next one.